welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. How's it going? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Hope you live in a good apartment. I hope you live in a place that you like a lot, because I don't. I told you guys that they raised the rent here $800, and how the toilet doesn't work. From the moment we got here, the toilet was leaking water. They fixed it, but it still wobbles to the point where every time you sit on it, you're afraid it's going to detach from the ground. The moment we got in here, the dishwasher, which is supposed to be a sick asset in New York City, that sounds very sad to anyone who's lived anywhere else, but having a dishwasher is an extreme luxury in an apartment in New York City. Again, sounds insane if you're from anywhere else in the fucking United States. Sounds wild as fuck. But from the moment we got in here, that asset, that privilege, when we opened it, smelled like fucking manure, smelled like dog shit. It literally smelled like the super could not get to the bathroom in time, so he took a wild shit in the dishwasher and then put it on rinse and thought, that'll get rid of the smell. And then he didn't even check to see if the new tenants would walk in and go, hey man, why does the dishwasher smell like you just took a shit in it? Anyway, so we have this dishwasher. We're technically, I guess, paying extra rent for it. Never use it. Also, when we have used it, food is still, it's still dirty, bro. Somehow food that wasn't on the dishes is on the dishes now. We rinse the dish completely clean, and then the dishes go in the dishwasher, and somehow they have rice on them. How is that fucking possible, dude? How is food that I didn't eat, food that wasn't eaten on the plate, how is it somehow manifesting and appearing on the plate after it's supposed to be cleaned? Anyway, they raised the rent $800 with no indication of fixing anything. If anything, they're probably going to be like, hey, there's holes drilled in the wall. We want the security deposit back. This tile in the bathroom is coming up. We want the security deposit. We're going to keep the security deposit. And to which I'll be like, both those things existed before we got here, dude. There's also a nail sticking out of the ground that just is what it is when we bought it. Anyway, but since that's happened, I've hated this apartment more. I liked this apartment a lot when it was cheap as fuck. But the moment it became $800 more, I hate everything. It's so fucking scorching hot in here right now. It is always scorching hot. I turned the heat off and I can still feel it. No matter what the fucking apartment is in the city that I get, the temperature's fucked. Either there's no either there's no heat and I'm freezing, or it's only ever 98 degrees in the fucking room. It's probably 87 degrees in here, no joke. Not joking at all. It's hot as fuck. Okay, and on top of all that, that's all just usual shit. But on top of all that, last night I was like, should I order food? I was thinking about it. I had already ordered food that day, so it felt really bad to then order food at 2 a.m. I was hungry and I should have been asleep, and I wasn't even drunk. I was sober as fuck playing Horizon. Because I got the new Horizon. Not even a game I wanted desperately. I just thought, might as well waste my time with something. I'm playing this game and I'm hungry and I'm just like, hey, should I just get food? Because fuck it. And I did. And I thought it was a bad decision to get disco. I just wanted disco fries because I'm a disgusting piece of shit. And I was like, this is probably a bad idea, getting disco fries at 2 a.m. and then they're going to show up at 2:40 and you're just going to be eating disco fries soberly at 3 a.m. while you're playing a video game. All of this sounds like a recipe for suicidal thoughts. But I said, fuck it, I'll do it anyway. So I made the bad decision, and then enough time passed where I was like, oh, it should be delivered already. So sometimes because of COVID, there are certain restaurants that will just drop the food at your door and then leave. They won't, and sometimes they get into the building without buzzing, so then you really like barely know that they're there because you hear a slight knock, and then you're like, is that a knock? And you walk over and you realize your food's there, and you have no idea how long it's been sitting there. Or you don't hear the knock and it's there for 3 hours, and you're like, fuck it. If I get salmonella, it is what it is. I can't cook for myself, so I'm gonna have to fend for myself. Hope I don't fucking die. What a fucking child that I am. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, did he just drop it off? So I go to check, and I look through the peephole, and it's pitch black. And then I open the door, and it's pitch black in the hallway. And then I look down, and I'm waiting for, because I've, in this apartment building, one light has been out on one floor. In different apartment buildings, one light has been out in one floor. That happens. Light bulbs go out. They need to be changed. But in my building last night at 2 a.m, every single light in the hallway was off. Pitch black. But everything in my apartment, right as rain. Good as fuck. And I don't know why that was the case, but I did know that food was coming and the guy was going to be confused. So he starts buzzing, and I go downstairs immediately because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to be able to. He's not going to understand what's happening. I'm surprised he even buzzed, to be honest. And also he was buzzing like I was going to let him in, which also, like, he was staring down the barrel of a pitch black building. Like, why would you want to come? Don't you understand that I'm coming down? Anyway, he buzzes me, and then I immediately go out the door, and I'm like, I need to get down there as soon as possible, because if anyone's ordered delivery, they will buzz you nonstop. Understandably so, dude. They want to make sure you heard it. So I'm going downstairs, but I forgot my phone. Well, first off, my phone didn't have enough battery for a flashlight. I'm assuming that's what happened, or maybe the flashlight function just doesn't work. No, it works right now. I don't know what was going on, but for some reason the battery, I guess I didn't have enough battery in my phone to work the flashlight responsibly. My phone was like, absolutely not. Your phone's gonna die, and then you're gonna be dead. Hold on, I never put the timer on. Let me put the timer on. Hold on a second. All right, sorry about that. I forgot to put the timer on. I don't want the camera to turn off, and then you can't see me. Anyway, that was pointless to the audio listeners because you don't see me anyway. Doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. So my phone the light function wasn't working, so I was like, fuck it. I can see well enough in the dark. I'll feel around. I've been up and down these steps a lot. I'll just start going down. So I went down without my phone, and I'm a little bit wrong on certain steps. I'm missing a step or two, almost falling, but I'm making my way down, and I can hear my door continue to buzz as I'm walking down the steps because this guy is like, I have no indication that he is hearing me, so I'm just gonna keep fucking hitting this thing. So I get downstairs and I see the delivery guy, and then I also see 2 dudes in boiler suits with flashlights. So I go out and I wave at the delivery guy who looks like he's about to leave. They didn't even call my phone. He's just about to fucking leave. I guess I shouldn't. I don't know if he was. It didn't look like he was calling my phone. Okay, and you know what? He didn't, because I went upstairs and there was no message on my phone. There was no like missed call from delivery man. There was nothing. In that moment, should I have assumed that he wasn't trying to call me? Probably not, because I had no information about that yet. But I was correct. Anyway, I go out and I'm like, oh, thank you for the food. And then these 2 dudes in boiler suits were like, what's up, man? Con Edison. And I'm like, oh, hey. And they're like, so what's going on? The power's out? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And they're like, what do you mean you don't know? The power's out. I go, yeah, I mean, the power's out in the hallway. Yeah, sure, but I don't know what's going on. Like, they thought that I called them. I'm not, and clearly I didn't. Clearly I came for the food. There's a delivery guy there. Clearly I'm not here. What, you think that I timed this perfectly so that... Or you think I was waiting for my food to come and say hello to the Con Edison people? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? In what world did you think that I was there for you when this guy's holding my disco fries? So I get the disco. I'm standing there and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then there was one dude who seemed like this Italian dude, this Italian aggressive older man, and there was like a probably like in his 30s Spanish dude who was like being very nice. And he was like there's power in your apartment? I go, yeah, my apartment's fine. I assume I've seen lights in the other apartments too, so I assume some people have power. I don't know how much power is not happening in this building right now. So then he was like, oh, okay. And the other guy was like, do you know like where the circuit board is or like who will let us in? I was like, well, I can let you guys in. So I let him in. I was like, I was just getting food. And then the nice one was like, hey, you got any left? You got any extra food? And I was like, ha, no. He's like, hey, you got some for us? And I was like, no. I just laughed. I didn't even say no. I just went, ha, ha, ha. Because also it's like, yeah, I guess funny joke, but okay. Just come inside and figure out what's going on, I guess. I don't know. Also, I was thinking to myself, damn, dude, these fucking guys are saints, bro. It's Sunday night at 2 a.m, and they're in my building fixing the lights. Like, they're better people than me. Like, people who choose those jobs, I don't know what they do in their actual life. Like, maybe they're bad people socially, but as a fucking career choice, you're a good person. If you fucking pick electrician, you're doing a good thing. You're doing a very thankless task because everyone just expects their electricity to fucking be on at all times. Like, they're pissed off when it's off for a second. And then somebody's got to go out. These two guys have to go out at 2 a.m. to fix something that no one will thank them for. That everyone will just be like, yeah, fuck, finally, this should have already been on. This should have already fucking happened. They got to come out at 2 a.m. before what should be a day off. Who knows if they had the fucking day off. That seems like a job where you just don't. You work your shift and everyone wants electricity on, so you just got to do what you got to do. But then again, I wonder, is that job a lot of sitting and waiting? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's on-call work. I don't fucking know how it works. But anyway, all I'm saying is they're better than me, dude. I'm playing a video game and getting disco fries at 2 a.m, and then they're there to perform a service. They're living a at least in that moment, a much more moral life than I am. They're fixing the world. I'm wasting my life. That's all I'm saying. In that moment, at least. So they get inside, and I'm walking, and the guy's like, all right, what's over here? I go, oh, that's an apartment. And he goes, what's back here? I go, oh, that's where the trash goes and stuff. He's like, so where's the basement? Is there a basement in this place? Where's the basement? And I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know. He keeps acting like I'm the fucking super of the building. I don't know where the super is, bro. I try and hit up the super, and he goes, I'm not in today. And we're like, don't you live in the fucking building? What are you talking about? You're not in. Isn't this your job to fix the fucking building? Where are you, bro? How many buildings are you a super for? And why are you never at this one, dude? You just raised the rent $800. I know that wasn't you. I know that was the fucking landlord, but god damn it, dude, fix my fucking toilet and the fucking lights. Anyway, I don't know where the super... at this point, I'm on the clock as the fucking super. I have disco fries in my hand, and I'm performing the functions I'm performing the service for the building. So actually, you know what? I am a good person in this moment. I'm doing unpaid labor at this point. No, it wasn't a big deal. But the guy was like, where the fuck is... Like, he's giving me shit like I'm supposed to... He's acting like I'm supposed to direct him into where to go. Meanwhile, dude, I don't know what's going on. And also, I'm not... The crazy part is, if I didn't make the bad decision of ordering food at 2 a.m, these motherfuckers would have been outside for God knows how long. Maybe the lights would still be off right now because those guys would have been like, fuck it, we're not going to wait all night, and they would have just left. How crazy is that, dude? That I was the one who let them in based on a decision I shouldn't have made. Anyway, I go, well, there's a door down there. I only know this because I'm a weird fucking curious idiot. Because when I went out to do the trash, there was like some like defunct toilet in the alleyway. And I walked down the alleyway and just was checking out the alleyway. And I saw a door that like seemed like it led to the basement of the building. And I only know that because when I first moved in here, I'm a curious weirdo who was like, ooh, let's explore the nooks and crannies of the building. For some reason, whenever I'm in a place, I like to go in spots that I'm maybe not supposed to go to just to see what's there. Okay? Because I have video game brain, dude. I'm looking for the collectibles. But that's the only reason why I know where the basement is. And I go, there's a door down there. If you walk down the steps, that might be it. And the nicer guy was like, yeah, that's definitely it. That's definitely it. Thanks, man. Have a good night. I go, you too. So then I start walking up the steps, and then I realize I don't have a flashlight. I don't have my phone. I don't have a flashlight. They both have flashlights. I'm certainly not going to ask them because one of those guys is being aggressive, and the other one, I don't want to. He's nice enough where I don't want to bother either of them. So I'm like, damn, dude, how the fuck am I going to get in my building? And this is how defunct and stupid and weird our building is that certain doors don't have doorknobs. So I'm walking up, praying that I can figure out which door it is. I'm literally counting the flights. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, am I on the... Wait, is the first floor count as the first floor? Is it 1 and then 2, 3? Or is it I go up and it's 1 and 2, 3? And I'm like, fucking... I'm not sure if I'm on the right floor. And then I think I am, and I walk over and I'm trying to grab the doorknob, and there's no doorknob. And the only reason why my brain goes, there's probably not a doorknob here, is because every time I walk downstairs, I notice multiple doors, one in particular, that is a door just without a doorknob. Somebody lives in that fucking apartment, and there's no doorknob on the door. Which is insane to me, dude. Which is insane and but I get it. I bet you the guy in that apartment took the doorknob off himself, because what happens with the doorknobs in this building is every time you turn it, it twists off a little bit. So, and also it doesn't work. If you don't have your keys, you can't open the door. If you unlock the door of my apartment and then but then leave your keys inside, you can't twist the doorknob. It doesn't hook into it to open the fucking little latch to have the door open up. It's an endless twirl until it fucking falls off. So that person was probably like, fuck this, it's useless anyway, let me just take it off. But me and my roommate, I guess for aesthetic purposes, just screw it back in every time. We basically pretend to use the doorknob. We pretend to turn it. Just for aesthetics. Just for fucking visuals. Just to make it seem like we don't live in an insane fucking apartment. Until it screws off enough, and then we screw it back on. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, so I'm feeling for this doorknob, and it's not there, so I'm like, I must be at the wrong door. But then I'm thinking to myself, because the apartment that I know of, definitely with no doorknob, is the level below me, I'm like, am I too low? So then I go up 2 flights of stairs, and then I'm at the roof. And I'm like, never mind, I'm wrong. But now that I'm at the roof, I can figure out, I know that the roof is the roof, and there's a 6th, and then there's a 5th, and then there's me. So then I go down, and then I get to what I think is me, and the light is on. But based on the lights that I have on, I'm like, it looks a little too bright. Is this my apartment? Because I also don't want to be like trying to unlock the door of an apartment that I shouldn't be in. You know what I'm saying? Which has happened to me before. When I was looking for apartments, this woman gave me keys to an apartment building, and she told me different apartments, and one of the apartments I opened the door to, and it was a lived-in apartment, and a dog was at the door and started barking at me, and then I saw in the corner I saw steam coming from a pot, and some dude was cooking. And then he's like, what's going on? Someone at the door? And then I just closed the door and walked away, because I was like, what the fuck is going on? This real estate agent should be just giving me keys to people's rooms that they live in, dude. I can't imagine if that happened to me. If somebody just walked into my fucking apartment and I didn't know who they were, I'd be like, get the fuck out right now. And if they were like, oh, well, this realtor gave me the keys so I could come look at your apartment, I'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Get out. Anyway, so I go up, I grab the knob. I'm like, this has to be me. I put the key in, I open up, I walk in. It's my apartment. I eat cheese fries. I feel kind of bad, kind of good after it. And then that was it. And then the lights were off until this morning. They were off until this morning. And that's the thing is they charged us $800 more. It's wild to raise everyone's rent $800 and then have every light in the hallway not work. It's almost like maybe you're overstating your fucking value. And then a friend of mine was like, you know, you can negotiate price with the landlord, right? And I'm like, you can't. I'm sure you can, but I'm good. I don't want to negotiate the price with a landlord for $800 worth. Like, what am I going to negotiate? Also, the apartment isn't good enough to negotiate. If I had to pay, I'm paying below $2,000 for this apartment. If I had to pay $2,000 for this apartment, I would just go find another one. And he raised it $800, so we're pretty well over $2,000, and we're not doing it. At that point, I'll just get a studio, dude, and live by myself. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Anyway, there was a lot of Valentine's Day sales on porn. I forgot Valentine's Day was this week. Like, this was a long fucking week, dude. I don't know why it was so long, but it was long as shit. Or maybe it's just because this weekend's been long. Because right now it's Monday and I had Monday off, so maybe this just feels like a very long week because I'm not back at work immediately. But then again, like Monday it feels like Valentine's Day was 2 weeks ago. But it wasn't. It was just a week ago. Somebody gave me chocolate. Somebody gave me chocolate at work, and I spent the entire day trying to get rid of it. At first, what happened was I was like, oh shit, this is awesome. This big block of chocolate, this is so dope. You just gave me a giant chocolate candy bar, and I was like the only person in the office, and I was like, oh, this is so nice. This is so cool. And I bite into it, and I taste raspberry. Because it's a giant chocolate bar. I'm expecting just some milk chocolate goodness, right? If you buy chocolate for someone you don't know, a random coworker, aren't you just going to go regular ass chocolate? You're not going to get peanut butter because what if he's allergic? You're not going to get any flavors because what if he fucking doesn't like it or she doesn't like it? You're just going to get stock random fucking Hershey's, whatever, Crunch Bar, whatever. Just something that is chocolate and very inconsequential. But I bite into this thing, and then I taste raspberry, and then I look at it, and it says raspberry lavender. Chocolate bar with raspberry lavender. Or raspberry bits? I don't fucking know. That's like, dude, getting a chocolate bar with raspberry sauce in it, or whatever it was, is like getting ice cream for the office, and it's like magenta flavored ice cream. It's like, what are you doing, dude? You just get ice cream that you like? Like, what do you do? Like, what is the point here? But it's even weirder because if you get ice cream for the office and it's all lavender ice cream, then at least you can eat it because it's there for everybody and you can scoop some for yourself. But you just bought me a chocolate bar that I don't want to eat, and now what am I supposed to do? Give it back to you? No. And then I couldn't throw it in the trash in the office because I felt like somehow she'd see it. Or maybe if she came back to my office, she'd see it. She'd be like, I was just worried that she'd come back and be like, how was the chocolate bar? And then she would just see the fucking 6-inch, 2-inch thick, 6 inches long, 2 inches thick chocolate bar that had one fucking big bite taken out of it, one big disgusting bite taken out of it, half in the wrapper, just in the trash. I was very scared that she would see that. So the whole day I was like, how do I get rid of this? And then I thought to myself, oh, I throw it away in the men's bathroom. I really was like, damn, dude, I discovered something. So I went to the men's bathroom and I dropped it in the trash and it immediately sunk to the bottom, which again, I was like, damn, pro move. Because all of the trash in the trash can in the bathroom was just paper towels. Just fucking environment killing paper, dude. so the chocolate bar just sunk all the way to the bottom immediately. So even if by chance she decided to go into the men's bathroom for some reason, I don't know, dude. Maybe she wants to fucking go in there. Okay? Maybe she's fucking what's call it? Gender binary. Maybe she's non-binary and I don't even know it, dude. I don't know, bro. But I'm thinking of every angle. She seems to be a classic old lady, but who knows, dude? Maybe she discovered herself at an older age, and now she's trying to use the men's bathroom, and all of a sudden she's going to see the chocolate bar that I fucking didn't want, that she got me. I got to account for every scenario. So it sunk to the bottom, and I was like, I'm fine. And then not only did it sink to the bottom, but then at the same time, the janitor came in and scooped up the trash and put it into his trash. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Now she'll never fucking see it. Checkmate. But then part of me was paranoid, like, well, now that it's in his trash, what if he rolls it back into the office to empty her trash, and then she sees the fucking chocolate bar, and then she sees my name on it, Jake, and then I'm fucked. But I thought ahead there, dude. I thought of every scenario. So when I threw it in the trash, I picked it back up out of the trash and ripped the Post-it that said Jake on it off and just put it in my pocket. I didn't want her to know, dude. It was a nice gesture. I didn't want the nice gesture thrown in her face, okay? I didn't want to give her the idea that she shouldn't be getting people chocolates on Valentine's Day. You should, but it should be milk chocolate. It should be milk toast. If you're getting ice cream for the office, make it vanilla. If you want to get crazy, you buy vanilla and chocolate, and that's it. Those are the two stock flavors. When you're getting a gift for something, when you're getting a gift or treat for somebody that you don't know that well, get them something normal as shit. And then if they don't like the normal thing, they're weird. Do you know what I'm saying? If you get someone a basic chocolate bar and they're like, I don't like basic chocolate, you go, well, that's on you, dude. Okay? And I can say this because I'm a man who likes Ferrero Rochers. So if you get someone a Hershey's Kiss and they go, I prefer Ferrero Rochers, you go, hey, man, if you like Ferrero Rocher, you can eat a fucking Hershey's Kiss, dude. Just take the nice gesture and shove it in your mouth. But if there's raspberry in it, I'd be like, dude, I understand. I shouldn't have bought you this. Anyway, the timer's up for the first part. I'll see you guys in a sec for the next part. What's up? I'm back. So, yeah, there was Valentine's Day porn sales, which I was really thinking to myself, is this the saddest possible thing to participate in on Valentine's Day? What's more embarrassing, speed dating on Valentine's Day, like a Lonely Hearts convention that you throw with single people, or sitting at your desk with your dick in your hand going, oh shit, 50% off this scene? That's pretty cool. What's worse, man? What's more depressing? I don't know. Damn, dude, I can finally buy this movie. It's only $3, dude. I don't want to buy it at 10. It was too much at 10, but I'll buy it for 4. What's the worst scenario? Some people in relationships might think that's a sick scenario. There's some people in bitter, ambivalent, shitty relationships who are like, I just spent $70 on dinner, and now I'm going home and having an argument. I'd rather just be on fucking Brazzers.com going, damn, dude, I could do the month for $10? That's sick as hell. That might be. I'm sure there are some people, grass is always greener. I'm sure there are some people who would love to be just by themselves buying some porn. And there are some people buying some porn going, damn, dude, if I don't fucking get in a relationship soon, I'm going to put a gun in my mouth. I'm sure it's both, dude. I'm sure it's both. I was thinking about that. I mean, if we're going to get a little sad. Maybe we'll get a little deep and dark and sad. I was thinking the other day, I was on the subway, I think. Was it Saturday night? I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, I'm getting old enough where because I saw a famous person who's in their 40s, and she's is starting to post things about how she's like hey, I'm a 40-year-old woman just trying to I'm a 40-year-old single woman just trying to seem fuckable still. Which also she's a very attractive woman. It's a strange thing to say because I mean you're attractive. You're killing it. I don't know why you're single. Maybe the relationship part is where it breaks down. But as far as looks goes, you're fucking a very attractive lady. But it made me think like, oh yeah, she probably is feeling the pressure of like, am I gonna be alone forever? And then I was thinking about that being like 50 years old and single. Like, how does that feel good or awful? I guess it depends on the person. But I feel like most people who I meet who are single in their 50s, they made some mistakes. They got the energy of someone who fucking made a mistake along the way. And they're like they have the energy of someone who is actively trying to tell you, "Hey man, don't do what I did." When you meet an old man who's like, "Don't do what I did," you're like, "You wish you had a wife, huh?" You wish there was a family somewhere along the way, right? I don't know. I don't feel the pressure for it though. And I guess everyone's getting married later, or a lot of people are getting married later. I don't know. I see couples and I wonder if people are settling or if people are just lucky enough to find someone who they really like. And I guess it depends on the person. I guess there's not a catch-all. It's not everybody who's married at 28 is settling. But some are, and some aren't. There's a couple right now. There's a woman right now who, I found out she's 30. I didn't know she was 30, which made more sense. I thought she was like 26 married, and I was like, damn, dude, you guys love each other. You guys love each other or are making a bad mistake. But they're not. They're not they seem to love each other a lot, and they're also 30, so it's like that makes more sense. You guys have had enough time to know that you really love each other. That's also how I feel. I feel like if you get married young, you haven't spent enough time to know, hey, I really love this person and want to spend my whole life with them. You just haven't put the time in. You haven't had enough negative scenarios to know if you will outlast your entire life. Or not outlast, you will last your entire life. Or basically, when you get married, you're going, this is going to last one of our entire lives. One of us is going to be dead before this thing is over. And I guess probably some people are like, damn, I better be the one to die second because I want some free time. People who are so deep in and they're like, I do love this person a lot and I don't want to divorce them, but I just want a moment alone. So can he or she fucking die so I get like 10 years of just chilling? Patrice O'Neill said that. Men don't want to be alone, but we want to be by ourselves. And I'm sure that extends to women too. I think that's just a demeanor thing. That's a person thing. Because I've met women like that too, but I'm definitely one of those people. I don't want to be alone, but I want to be by myself. Which doesn't make any sense and is very frustrating. Oh, fuck. But yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm 28, gonna be 29 relatively soon. 3 months. Well, I'm 2 months. So February's almost over. March, April. May 5th, I'll be 29. And I was like, damn, dude, once I'm 29, or like, what? Yeah, should I be worried? Should I be worried about, should I find somebody? I don't know. I feel like putting effort into finding somebody finds you nobody. Or it finds you somebody who you don't like that much, but it's good enough. I feel like everybody I know who's in a very happy, healthy relationship is somebody who almost gave up and then something happened. Which is cliche and sounds fucking stupid, but it seems to be the case. I mean, it makes sense. Every person who I love the most, every person dearest to me, I found not through trying to find someone who's dear to me, but because I just did the things I like to do, and because by virtue of doing the things I like to do, I found people like-minded who I like a lot, and now they're my closest friends. So can the same thing happen with love? Who knows, dude? I don't know. I guess that's the frustrating part. I don't know. I don't know. I wish there was a fucking clear roadmap of this is how you get to find that person. I don't know. I don't know what it is that makes me I don't know. Lately I've been scaring myself. I've been scaring myself with how much I don't give a fuck about dating, don't give a fuck about finding somebody. I'm so indifferent to it that it kind of bums me out. I don't know the right way to be, because I was like going out being like, hey, let me try and, find somebody. And that didn't really work in the way that I wanted it to. I don't know. People always talk about dating, and they're like, dating's easy. Dating's so easy. People complain about dating, but dating is actually easy. And I'm always like, we're not talking about dating, dude. And you're not talking about dating. The people out there who are like, dating is easy, you're talking about fucking. Fucking is easy. You can fuck somebody. It's not that hard. Okay? If you're relatively fun to be around and you're not a bummer and an asshole, you can fuck somebody. It's not that difficult. If you say hello to someone with a smile and then respect whether they're comfortable or uncomfortable, that's you'll be able to have sex with somebody. The people who are out here frustrated at dating, they're out here looking for love, dude. I'm not trying to get laid, dude. I'm not 12 years old. I'm looking for the love of my life, okay? And that's harder to find because people stink. Literally and figuratively, dude. Some people out here don't take showers, bro. It's gross. And then some people, personality-wise, are just like, what? Like, I think you're wrong about that. And you're like, oh, what? You didn't make a reservation for a dive bar? What the fuck are you talking? What? I don't know. Yeah. Looking for love. Which is, not something you can look for. But I've talked about all of this tons of times on the podcast. I should probably talk about more important things. I should talk about more pressing matters. Like... Okay, this is on the topic of love. Two people who are very much in love. Jim and Pam, dude. Some people are really fucking gross about that couple. Some people on their dating apps like to bum you out by being just Pam looking for my Jim. And sometimes men go, hey, I'm just a Jim looking for my Pam. And to those people, I both say, shut the fuck up. But some people like to live a cringe life, dude. Some people like to make the rest of us uncomfortable. And so they make their dating profiles that, that's the quintessential couple of love. So I guess this is on topic with the subject of love or whatever. But anyway, Jim and Pam, what made me think of them was a while ago, when I was a fucking young kid, when I was in, I guess, middle school, I went over to my neighbor's house, and we were watching an episode of The Office. I think it was the first or second season. It's the episode where Jim leans on Pam. Or no, not Jim doesn't lean on Pam. It's the episode where Pam accidentally leans on Jim. They're like in the conference room, and Michael's doing a speech, or somebody's doing something. Someone's telling, or Toby's doing a spiel. Somebody is doing a spiel about something very fucking boring. And Pam is sitting next to Jim, and she starts dozing off, and she just very casually, very slowly falls asleep and leans on Jim's shoulder. And this was when she was still dating Roy. So for Jim, this is a big moment. This is like a big... This is like, oh shit, she's on my shoulder. Which is such a stupid fucking juvenile thought. It's a borderline creepy thing. But at the same time, every man and woman understands that feeling. Every man and woman knows the feeling of, oh my God, their knee's touching my knee. Holy shit. And they're not moving it away. Neither of us are moving our legs away. We're like, cool. We're cool with our thighs touching. This is fucking dope, dude. Everybody knows that feeling. It happens on every date. There's a moment where both of you make incidental body contact and you don't pull away. And it's the most subtle way of letting a person know, like, damn, dude, I'm cool with your leg touching my leg because I want to touch you everywhere, dude. We want to fucking just start grabbing each other. It's the most subtle way to be like, eventually we're trying to fuck, right? My thigh's touching your thigh. We're definitely both trying to fuck, right? And she's like, yeah, dude, why do you think my thigh is next to yours? We're on the same page here. Let's make out right now. Anyway, her head is on his shoulder, and he's like, damn, dude, does she like me? Like, that's what's going through Jim's head. Damn, dude. Anyway, and then what happens is, instead of waking her up, she lies there for a little bit, and then everyone leaves the room, and he waits a little bit long. He waits a little bit too long because he doesn't want, because it's nice, because she's in a relationship. He doesn't know how to say his true feelings. He doesn't want to be an asshole. He doesn't want to fuck things up. He doesn't want to fuck up the friendship. He doesn't know what she thinks. A lot of complicated factors. Sometimes you find yourself in a situation where you like somebody and you don't know what to do about it because you don't want to fuck their whole life up. You know? And they probably don't want to fuck their whole life up even if they do like you. I don't know why I'm explaining the dynamics in The Office. These are just dynamics of life, dude. That's why The Office hit so hard with so many people when I was younger and is hitting so hard with fucking children today. But anyway, what happened was I was watching this at my neighbor's house, and his mom was in the room watching it with us. And so everyone leaves the conference room, and then Jim finally is like, I think he wakes her up or she wakes up on her own. I think he moves slightly, and then she wakes up. And then he's like, hey. And she's like, oh, hey. And she goes, oh, did I fall asleep? He goes, yeah. And then they like say something else, and then she leaves the room, and then he leaves after her. And it's a nice, sweet moment. And then my friend's mom just watches it happen. She watches it unfold, and the scene ends, and she goes, oh, bad. And then she left the room. She just went, oh, bad. And walked out. And I've been wondering what the fuck that bad has meant for my entire life. To this day, I was just sitting at a diner with friends of mine, and I was thinking about that scene, and I was like, what did she mean by bad? And we were talking about fucking the worst person in the world. Like, we were talking about a separate movie entirely. We were talking about, like, who's getting tickets for Batman, and I just was sitting there being like, damn, dude, why was it bad why was that scene bad? Why did she fucking hate that scene? And then I'm factoring things in. I'm like, well, she's very religious. Does that have something to do with it? Is it because he's betraying the sanctity of marriage? Like, I don't, is she bad? Who's bad? Who is the bad one? Is she bad for leaning on him? Is he bad for not waking her up? What the fuck is going on? So somebody tell me. Somebody let me know, what the fuck did she mean? Is Jim at fault? Is Pam at fault? Are they both fucked up? Is she mad at Roy for fucking up their beautiful relationship that they could have? What is she talking about? And why did she just leave the room? Did she say bad? Did she go, this is gonna fuck with them? And did she just watch the scene, let it end, and go bad, and then leave the room? And then she was in the kitchen being like, oh my God, I just fucked up that guy's whole life. Was she in the kitchen like laughing to herself going, wow, I just fucked up the neighbor's whole life. I just fucked up the neighbor's kid's brain for decades. He will never know what I mean, and he will also never know that I didn't mean anything. I just said it so that he would never know what to do. I just said it so that he would feel bad if a woman ever fell asleep on his shoulder. That's why I did it. And I'm not going to lie, ever since that moment, every time a woman has fallen asleep on my shoulder or anybody has accidentally fallen asleep on me, I wake them up immediately. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I go, listen, I don't know why, but for some reason you falling asleep on my shoulder, it's bad to some people, so we can't be doing it. I don't want to be caught by fucking Jan and you know, being a bad example for her kids, dude. I don't want Jan to think I'm bad, okay? Get the fuck off my shoulder. Oh, man. Jim and Pam, bro. Don't do that. Don't write that on your profile. Don't say I love The Office, just a Pam looking for my Jim. Don't say that. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. Also, they're weird. Also, what does that mean? You're looking for someone to take you out of your relationship? Fuck that, dude. People have made me a Jim many times in their life, and I'm done with it. I've been the indifferent Jim, dude. I've been in the scenario where someone is turning me into a Jim, and I'm like, you're not Pam, bro. You're not Pam, dude. I don't feel that way about you. You're my friend. You're Karen, dude. Stop this shit. Anyway, I think Jordan Peterson should have a duel with Bill Nye the Science Guy. Did you see? Okay, if you saw Jordan Peterson on Joe Rogan recently, JBP the legend, in his fucking legendary bow tie, as soon as I saw that, I was like, who does he look like to me? And then he started talking about the climate. He started being like, we're going to fix all of the climate? All of it? Huh. Good luck. We need to be specific if we're going to tackle the climate. What does that mean exactly? People fall off their roofs. You know, there's unforeseen damage done with climate change. What's that? What's that? And Joe's like, what's that? He's like, people fall off their roofs. People die, they fall off their roofs, and they hit their head on the pavement, and then they bleed out, and their son comes out, and he goes, oh, Daddy, why are you dead? And then the mother goes, because he did not clean his room. By the way, I'm JBP'd out right now. My bed's not made, but this room is clean. I just cleaned my room and I cleaned the dishes, and right when I fucking did it, I was like, damn, dude, I feel good. And then I was like, shout out to JBP, bro. I've said this before. Hey, man, even if you disagree with him, he's right about the cleaning the room. The cleaning the room, it makes you feel better. Clean your room. I was like, I cleaned it. I feel so good now. I cleaned my room. I need to get a bow tie on right now. That's not a good impression, but it's a good impression. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but when he was talking about climate change, I was like, oh shit, Bill Nye, dude. He also wears a bow tie. How hilarious would that be if they had a one-on-one showdown where they just debated? Joe Rogan should have Bill Nye on and JBP on and fucking mediate a debate about climate change. Let's do it, dude. Do you remember when that guy came on and was like, yo, that vegan documentary was bullshit? And then the vegan documentary guy came on and was like, no, it isn't, bro. And they debated, and the vegan documentary guy won? The guy actually fucking won to the point where Joe Rogan was like, yo, dude, he won. I'm not going to lie, dude. He held his own. And I am the meat guy, and I like meat a lot, but 0.1 to the vegans over here, dude. That guy killed it. They were arguing about scoops of peanut butter. It was sick, dude. How awesome would that be if Jordan Peterson or get Greta Thunberg on there, dude? It would make me listen. Greta Thunberg, put her in her bow tie. She can replace Bill Nye for the day. Have her debate Jordan Peterson. How fucking funny would that be? You don't. I should be in school, Jordan. And he's like, you don't understand. They have the same voice. I'm realizing my impression for both of them is the exact same. You bloody shouldn't be in school. If you're in school, what, you don't like being out of school? We're going to fix all of the climate, Greta? How do we fix all of the climate? And then she's like, I should be in school. If we don't fix the climate, then I won't go to school anymore. And I love school. Huh, good luck. Your father will fall off his roof and be dead. It's not. I'm losing it, dude. I can't. If I do both of them, I can't do either of them. That's how it goes. I can barely do them separately, but when I do them together, it's very clear I don't know how to fucking do the accent for either. I'm bad at voices. I just think that'd be funny as fuck, dude. I went to I got a couple things to talk about. Okay, first of all, I'll do this one quick. Bodega, bro. I was at a bodega. This dude walks in. He goes, "Yo, can I?" This white dude walks in. Goes, "Yo, can I get a fucking chicken cutlet, on a hero, with avocado, lettuce, tomato, and chipotle mayo?" Which, whatever, dude. That's fine. But then the dude behind the counter goes, "Yeah, I don't have chipotle mayo. I could give you like chipotle sauce or like barbecue sauce and like mayonnaise." And he's like, "Nah, chipotle mayo?" He goes, "Yeah, I don't have it." He's like, "What? You don't have chipotle mayo?" He's like, "No, I can give you like chipotle sauce and mix it with mayonnaise." And he's like, "You don't have chipotle mayo?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Really?" And I'm like, dude, what kind of a fucking asshole goes into a bodega, asks for chipotle mayo, and when they say they don't have it, which makes sense, goes, "Really? Really?" Your answer should be, "Oh, okay, that makes sense. Just give me ketchup." Like, this isn't a fucking closes at 10 o'clock gourmet deli. We're here at 5 in the morning. Either get a chopped cheese or go home, dude. Asking for avocado at 5 in the morning? You're already living your life wrong. Don't try and make a healthy decision when you're out at a time where you should be asleep. Fucking double down, dude. Eat the chopped cheese, have almost a heart attack, go to bed, and make a better decision tomorrow. Anyway, that guy bothered me, and next thing I know, he's holding the bodega cat. That's not your cat, bro. You come in here, you don't know that it's crazy to ask for chipotle mayo, and then you fucking pick up their cat, put it down, walk out into the street, and get hit by a car, dude. No, don't. I don't want you to do that. I want you to live. But at the same time, come on, man. What the fuck? Don't do that. Don't pick up the bodega cat. Don't pick up any cat, dude. I hate when people pick up cats. I would say fucking 3% of cats like to be picked up, okay? So don't try and pick one up on the fucking very slim chance that it wants to be. Put your hand out, let it sniff you, and if it rubs against your hand, you can pet him for a little bit. That's what you do, dude. Respect the fucking animal. All these motherfuckers out here are like, "Ooh, I love cats, I love dogs." And meanwhile, you disrespect them constantly. I see people all the time, "I love dogs. I love dogs. Aren't they cute? I love dogs." And the next thing you know, they're like slapping them to pet them. Don't slap a dog on its stomach. No one likes that. Do you want to be pat on your stomach? Remember when you were a kid and people would pat you on the stomach? And you'd be like, "Why would anybody ever do this to me?" That's what the dog thinks. The dog thinks, "Hey, man, why don't you fucking pet me like a normal person and stop fucking hitting me? Stop half hitting me and start making me feel good." Anyway, there's like 20 seconds left on the timer. Yeah, that's it for this week. The This was fun. There's more shit I could talk about, but it's enough. An hour's enough. I don't want to fucking bore you guys for too long. I don't want to talk your fucking ears off for too long. Anyway, yes. Thank you guys for listening. This is fun as always. Yeah, dude. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, whatever you want to do. Show it to a friend. Don't show it to a friend. Keep it to yourself. Whatever makes you happy. If you listen to it, you're awesome. You're the fucking best. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit.